Ezekiel chapter 22. And there is a word of Yahweh to me, saying, And you, son of man, do you judge? Do you judge the city of blood? Then you have caused it to know all its abominations, and you have said, Thus said Lord YHWH, the city is shedding blood in its midst for the coming end of its time, and it has made idols on it for defilement. You have been guilty by your blood that you have shed, and you have been defiled by your idols that you have made, and you cause your days to draw near, and have come to your years. Therefore I have given you for a reproach to nations, and a derision to all the lands. The near and the far off from you scoff at you, O defiled of name, abounding in trouble. Behold, princes of Israel, each according to his arm, have been in you to shed blood. They have made light of father and mother in you. They dealt oppressively to a sojourner in your midst. They oppressed fatherless and widow in you. You have despised my holy things, and you have defiled my Sabbaths. Men of slander have been in you to shed blood, and they have eaten on the mountains in you. They have done wickedness in your midst. One has uncovered the nakedness of a father in you. They humbled the menstruous woman in you. And each has done abomination with the wife of his neighbor, and each has defiled his daughter-in-law through wickedness, and each has humbled his sister, his father's daughter, in you. They have taken a bribe to shed blood in you. You have taken usury and increase, and cut off your neighbor by oppression. And you have forgotten me, a declaration of Lord YHWH. And behold, I have struck my hand because of your dishonest gain that you have gained, and for your blood that has been in your midst. Does your heart stand? Are your hands strong for the days that I am dealing with you? I, Yahweh, have spoken, and have done it. And I have scattered you among nations, and have spread you out among lands, and consumed your uncleanness out of you. And you have been defiled in yourself before the eyes of nations, and you have known that I am Yahweh. And there is a word of Yahweh to me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel has been for dross to me. All of them are bronze and tin and iron and lead in the midst of a furnace. Silver has been dross. Therefore, thus said Lord YHWH, because you have all become dross, therefore behold, I am gathering you into the midst of Jerusalem, a gathering of silver and bronze and iron and lead and tin into the midst of a furnace, to blow fire on it, to melt it. So I gather in my anger and my fury, and I have let rest, and have melted you. And I have heaped you up and blown on you in the fire of my wrath, and you have been melted in its midst. As the melting of silver in the midst of a furnace, so are you melted in its midst. And you have known that I, Yahweh, have poured out my fury on you. And there is a word of Yahweh to me, saying, Son of man, say to it, You are a land. It is not cleansed nor rained on in a day of indignation. A conspiracy of its prophets is in the midst, as a roaring lion tearing prey. They have devoured the soul, they have taken wealth and glory. Its widows have multiplied in its midst. Its priests have wronged my law, and they defile my holy things. They have not made separation between holy and common, and they have not made known the difference between the unclean and the clean. And they have hidden their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am pierced in their midst. Its princes are as wolves in its midst, tearing prey, to shed blood, to destroy souls, for the sake of gaining dishonest gain. And its prophets have coated with chalk for them, seeing a vain thing, and divining a lie for them, saying, Thus said Lord YHWH, and Yahweh has not spoken. The people of the land have used oppression, and have taken plunder away violently, and have oppressed humble and needy, and oppressed the sojourner without judgment. And I seek from them a man making a wall, and standing in the breach before me in behalf of the land, not to destroy it. And I have found none. And I pour out my indignation on them. I have consumed them by the fire of my wrath. I have put their way on their own head. A declaration of Lord YHWH.